Yeet! Boy, does it feel great to be alive on a hump day Wednesday evening on YouTube as a diehard, passionate WWE YouTube fan or what? So in tonight's episode, guys, we are going to look back at the Royal Rumble from 3 years ago, since we are literally only 3 days away from the 2026 Royal Rumble PE and the road to WrestleMania 42. We are going to take a review back in the past of 3 years ago today and what happened at that Royal Rumble, guys. And then we will end tonight's episode with some breaking news regarding the Royal Rumble that was made official earlier today on the Pat McAfee Show on ESPN. So we're actually going to do a little flip around, guys. Before we talk about what happened 3 years ago at the Royal Rumble, we're going to do it in reverse. So, in case you guys did not know, earlier today on the Pat McAfee Show on ESPN, Pat McAfee made it's not really a breaking news announcement, because I think us all, WWE YouTube Nation, probably knew it was going to happen, guys. But a two-time Royal Rumble winner, the Beast incarnate, Brock Lesnar, is going to be in this year's 2026 Men's Royal Rumble match, guys. We have not seen the Beast incarnate since November, when he teamed up with the Vision at Raw Games and ended up winning the Raw Games matchup, guys. So yes, guys, another client or friend of the WWE Hall of Famer Paul Heyman will be in the Royal Rumble match, guys. And I kind of wanted to bring it up because we all heard what the Vision's plan was this past Monday on Raw. And that was, there are 4 men in the Vision: Austin Theory, the Tribal Thief, Big Bronson Reed. Then you got Logan Paul, and then you got Braun Breaker. And they said last Monday on Raw that the Vision's plan, or the Vision, is for, at least someone of the Vision to win the Royal Rumble. And it looks like that Logan Paul, Austin Theory, and Big Bronson Reed plan and vision is to have Braun Breaker win the Royal Rumble. So now you got 4 men, all 4 men of the Vision in the same match, and the other 3 members of the Vision all have a plan to make sure that Braun Breaker wins the Royal Rumble to main event WrestleMania 42. Now, with the Beast Brock Lesnar entering this year's Men's Royal Rumble match, guys, does it mean that the Beast is going to help out the Vision? Do you anticipate Brock Lesnar entering the Royal Rumble match to help out the Vision and help Braun Breaker go to the main event of WrestleMania? Or do you think that the Beast incarnate is entering the Royal Rumble match for himself? Now, I know it's kind of tough to put a hand on it, but you know what? Brock Lesnar is a guy that doesn't team up to help anybody, you know? He is the Beast, he is the Conqueror, and he, in my opinion, is going to enter the Royal Rumble match on Saturday for an opportunity to become once again a world champion in the WWE. So if Brock Lesnar, is Brock Lesnar a member of the Vision? I don't think he is. But he's also going to be a Paul Heyman guy that is not going to go to the Vision's plan. And then maybe the Oracle Paul Heyman is going to have some explaining to do to the Vision. Because, hey, 3 men in the Vision's plan is to make sure that Braun Breaker is the winner of this year's Royal Rumble match. And so, you know what, guys? If there is at least one man that is not Roman Reigns, that would be a threat to the Vision, it would be the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar. All right, guys, now we get to turn our attention to what happened 3 years ago at the Royal Rumble match. Now, I'm going to give you guys a little hint on who this person is. He would sing the song of "He's Got the Whole World in His Hands." I am talking about the former leader of the Wyatt family, a former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Yes, guys, the late, great, and future Hall of Famer Bray Wyatt. Now, you're probably saying, what does Bray Wyatt or the late, great Bray Wyatt have anything to do with what happened 3 years ago today? That's a really good question, because 3 years ago today, it was LA Knight, taking on Bray Wyatt in a Mountain Dew pitch black dark match. That would also be the final match that Bray Wyatt would have in WWE. It's actually hard to even think that it was 3 years ago today Bray Wyatt competed in his very last match in the WWE. And I got to be honest with you guys, it still shocks me that, it was that long ago. It still shocks me that it was 3 years since Bray Wyatt's last match in the WWE against LA Knight. Even though he defeated LA Knight. But, it's like time just flies by so fast. I mean, just to even know, it's been 3 years, and, to this day, we still miss Bray Wyatt. The WWE is still not the same without Bray Wyatt. And, I gotta be honest with you guys, Bray Wyatt was in a lot of Royal Rumble matches. He never won a Royal Rumble, guys, but he was one of the most unique people in the WWE. When Bray Wyatt first came to the WWE, before he turned into Bray Wyatt, he was actually a member of CM Punk's Nexus. Remember? He actually would become a member of CM Punk's Nexus, or the new Nexus, and he would go under the name of Husky Harris. I don't know, before he went from Husky Harris to Bray Wyatt, guys, as Husky Harris, he didn't even win a title in the WWE. And, now he went from that to Bray Wyatt, and he became the leader of the Wyatt family. He ended up becoming a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. He ended up having, rivalries or feuds with the GOAT, John Cena, the Viper, Randy Orton, the Beast, Brock Lesnar, the Dead Man, the Undertaker, the Big Red Monster, Kane. even the one of the biggest groups that was dangerous on the roster of the Shield, I mean, this is a guy that did not play around. He would eventually turn into the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and he would be unstoppable, guys. So 3 years ago, today was the Royal Rumble, the road to WrestleMania. But most importantly and unfortunately, it was the last time that Bray Wyatt would have a match in the WWE. And so I got to come out and I got to just point blank ask you guys, what was your favorite moment of Bray Wyatt? I have a lot. Bray Wyatt liked to play mind games a lot. He liked to be a guy that, got into his opponent's head. I mean, talk about the feud with Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins. It's crazy to think, but it's also pretty cool to think that Bray Wyatt had a feud or a rivalry with all three members of the Shield. Okay? And so, I mean, talk about the ambulance match on Raw between Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt. Talk about the Hell in a Cell match between Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt. Talk about how many times he fought Seth Rollins for the Universal Championship, how dangerous the Fiend was. I mean, if there's really someone that is in the WWE that, that Bray Wyatt meant a lot to, it would be Eric Rowan of the Wyatt Sixes, and it would be Alexa Bliss. And now to know that Uncle Howdy, who is Bo Dallas, is, walking out to Bray Wyatt's theme song, it shows the love, the connection, how much Bray Wyatt meant to everybody in the WWE. And so that's why I'm asking you guys, what was your favorite moment of Bray Wyatt? I got to be very honest with you guys. It was possibly when he had a rivalry with Daniel Bryan. Okay, I thought his rivalry with Daniel Bryan was unique. I even thought his rivalry with John Cena was unique. I mean, if there was one man that could get into the head of the GOAT, John Cena, it would be Bray Wyatt. And you know what? Like I said, he was a very unique competitor, and he was, in a way, a very dominating competitor, even though, he won the World Heavyweight title. He was a Universal Champion. And then, as I say, the last version of Bray Wyatt was a different side of Bray Wyatt. I kind of felt like this last side of Bray Wyatt against L.A. Knight, was maybe a little weaker side of Bray Wyatt. I mean, remember when The Fiend debuted in the WWE, how vicious, how relentless he was. Okay? That's the real Bray Wyatt. The Fiend Bray Wyatt probably was one of the most sadistic and evil versions of Bray Wyatt he had, guys. And, kind of towards the end of his career, Bray Wyatt, showed the compassion, the kindness and all that, guys. But in my mind, Bray Wyatt to this day, not just in the WWE, but in professional wrestling, is one of the most unique characters to ever compete in WWE, yet alone professional wrestling. And if there's really anything I would have to say about Bray Wyatt, guys, it is, Bray, we love you. We thank you. Rest in peace, my friend. It brings me to tears knowing that 3 years ago today would be the last time we would see Bray Wyatt in a WWE ring. And, everybody, like Bray Wyatt would say, guys, he has the whole world in his hands. And so we love you, Bray. We miss you. Rest in peace, my friend. And I think the WWE universe or the WWE Nation will be thinking about you this Saturday at the Royal Rumble, guys, because that was where Bray Wyatt had his very last WWE match. So before we end this topic and this episode, I would love to know what your favorite moment of Bray Wyatt was. I would like to know every moment that you enjoyed of Bray Wyatt, and I would like you guys to tell me about it down below in the comment section. But again, Bray, we love you. Rest in peace, my friend. And I'm still shocked. All right, WWE YouTube Nation, that's all I have for you guys on this edition of the Ryan Knipe WWE Report right here on YouTube. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that drop up and that beautiful like button. Make sure you do subscribe down below if you have not already, since we are 3 days away from the 2026 Royal Rumble. I am going to leave you with this question. The day of the Royal Rumble, what would you like the episode to be on? How would you like me to do the episode of the Ryan Knipe WWE Report on the day of the Royal Rumble? So think about it. Let me know down below in the comment section, guys. We will be doing a recap and the highlight reel of the Rumble. But if you guys want a pre-show on Saturday on the channel before the event, also let me know. And let me know what you guys want me to cover specifically regarding to this year's Royal Rumble event. But we are not just 3 days away from the Royal Rumble. We are 3 days away from the road to WrestleMania 42. It all begins this Saturday in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. One lucky woman and male superstar will have the opportunity to headline WrestleMania, guys. And like I said, guys, the newest addition to the Men's Royal Rumble is a two-time Rumble winner on the Beast Incarnate, the Conqueror himself, Brock Lesnar. That was confirmed earlier today on the Pat McAfee show on ESPN. So we can talk a little bit more about the Rumble as it approaches, guys. I can't believe we are 3 days away from this year's Royal Rumble event. But yeah, guys, let me know how you guys would like the Ryan Knipe WWE Report to be on the day of the Royal Rumble. Let me know your suggestions down below in the comment section. But other than that, have a great rest of your Wednesday night. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.